After 2 days in Crater Lake National Park, we headed further south for our first visit to California, where we explored Redwood's National and State Parks. Welcome to California! Woohoo!
Redwood National Park.
Known for its towering coastal redwoods, which are the tallest in the world, Northwest California is home to over 2 million acres of old-growth redwoods. In 1968, the national park was established to protect the redwoods. The trees can live to be 2,000 years old and up to 300 feet tall. The tallest living tree is just over 380 feet. The park is home to 7 herds of Roosevelt elk. Males can average 875 pounds and live to be about 15 years old. As we started our drive to the Fern Canyon trailhead, we got to see plenty in the early morning hours.
On the way to Fern Canyon trailhead, you'll take the Davison Road, where it's paved in the beginning, where you can see some close-up views of some elk. The rest of it is 7.5 miles of a dirt road. We're on it right now. It's pretty smooth so far, pretty passable. Large RVs are not allowed on the road. We're not into large RVs, so we're gonna go for it. But so far so good. It's a little bumpy, but not bad.
On the drive in, there's also 2, not like creek crossings, but kind of ditches full of water, which we've seen many YouTubers try to get through. Some have success, some don't, so hopefully we can get through it with no problems. This is the first stream crossing, and Mike's gonna go check it out. It doesn't look deep, but Mike's gonna check it out.
So we're gonna stay to the left of the stream crossing because it's more shallow there. Water is pretty roaring though because it rained all last night here and everything is wet.
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous.
Here we go.
We're doing it! Oh my goodness. You did it!
Woo, we made it through the creek crossing. We didn't get stuck.
Woohoo! When to go?
Stay to the left. We were good to go.
The elk here in Redwood's National and State Parks are Roosevelt elk. I'm not sure the difference between that or a regular elk, but we'll find out and we'll let you guys know. But we are getting lots of them on our drive-in and it's just insane. At the time of research, it was an $8 fee to enter Fern Canyon, but now their site is saying $12, but they also accept America the Beautiful. When doing research for Fern Canyon, it gave me total Zion the Narrows vibes, which is something I really, really want to do one day, so this is kind of living that dream, right? We're going to be walking through 50-foot vertical walls covered in fern, walking through lots of water, so it's going to be a Jurassic Park dream. We've got our fancy neoprene socks for Fern Canyon. We're putting them over our regular socks just to keep our feet warm, but They're supposed to be similar to like a scuba suit, so they keep your feet from getting wet because we are going to be doing some crossings. We saw that the ladders are removed for the season, so we will be walking through some water. And we also have these little boot covers that we'll put over our shoes to try and prevent them from getting too wet so we don't make the camper dirty, but we'll be putting those on the trail. First hike of the day, Fern Canyon and Redwood National and State Parks. It is a pretty small loop trail, 1 mile. And once we get to the Ferns, it is going to be 50-foot walls on both sides of us, just covered in ferns, and we can't wait to see it. If you're a fan of Jurassic Park and the Lost World, the second one was filmed here.
Well, we made it into Fern Canyon. Now it's time to go look for some dinosaurs.
Starting the trail, we instantly felt like Dr. Ian Malcolm looking for Sarah Harding just before they find her on a log taking pictures of dinosaurs in the famous scene that was filmed on this trail.
Man, we did it! Now we gotta put our shoes on because there's a lot of water to cross.
These are our boot covers to keep our shoes somewhat clean for all of these creek crossings that we have. Let's hope my foot fits in here.
These boot covers from JeffBezos.com, also known as Amazon, were one of the most useful items we had with us on this trip. Fern Canyon is located in the Prairie Creek Redwood State Park. The fern-covered walls have ancestry dating back 325 million years, which is mind-blowing. There are also over a dozen fern species in the canyon. The canyon was created when waters draining into the nearby ocean sculpted it to form the coastal bluffs. We also recommend starting the trail early in the morning before the crowds. We had the canyon to ourselves, and the crowd was pouring in as we ended the trail. Hard not to capture the 50-foot fern-covered walls every minute as the sun rose higher above us. As more light entered the canyon, it was incredible to see the different shades of green along the way. The water in the canyon was higher than expected due to the heavy rainfall the night before.
Uh-oh, I don't know how we're gonna get through this. This is gonna be challenging. All right, we're in the middle of all those big trees that have fallen in the middle of the path. We found a path on the right, so now we're gonna keep going through. This is what we just came through. There's a path over on that side, so you don't have to go through all that. But this is freaking cool. It's just so epic. I can't even describe it. Like, you just have to get out here and experience it for yourself. Hey Meg, did you see that over there? It looked like an ankylosaurus that walked through the water. Whoa.
Did you see Dr. Ian Malcolm?
Yeah, he's looking for Sarah Harding. They seem to can't find her. She's probably in these trees somewhere.
Was she that photographer we saw back when we started?
Yeah. I don't know where she went though. She's probably like behind a log somewhere hiding.
The trail begins by going left upstairs or right on the canyon floor. We started on the canyon floor. On the way back, the trail climbs up the canyon where you can get some great views of the 50-foot fern-covered walls.
These trees are huge.
After Fern Canyon, we headed to the visitor center where we encountered more Roosevelt elk on the roadway. It's important not to approach any wildlife you see when exploring. We used our zoom lens to get these shots.
We got our park patch and our postcard. I'm not sure if we ever explained in any of our videos at national parks why we get those. We always get a patch because it's just something I always think is cool. I have this denim jacket that I have patches all over, so it kind of was like the first thing that my eye gravitated to at the visitor centers, and because they are cost effective. The other thing we get is a postcard, and the reason we get the postcard is we have a little memory box and we'll put our postcard and our patch in it until we have a place for all of that stuff. But on the postcards we'll put the day we were here, some of our experiences, things we liked, and things like that, and it's a good memory, so it's something fun to look back on. National Park number 6, Redwood National and State Parks. Woo!
Tallest trees on the planet.
Sequoias.
No, redwoods are the tallest.
I thought sequoia were bigger.
So sequoias are the widest.
Oh. Okay.
We'll fact check that for y'all.
Yeah.
Our next stop of the day was to go see Big Tree, which is estimated to be about 1,500 years old. We started at the Prairie Creek Visitor Center and took the Carl Knapp Trail to get there, which is a 2-mile loop. Being amongst the tallest trees in the world, you really get a feel for just how small we are. When you're surrounded by all these redwoods, it's crazy to think that some of these trees on this trail could be up to 2,000 years old.
This is a huge redwood tree. I tried to see the top, but I can't even see it. It's probably like 20 feet wide at the bottom. Like, amazing.
Redwoods was once home to many Native Americans who relied on the natural resources like wood, fish, and water, amongst other things. Unfortunately, in 1850, outsiders forced Native Americans to leave their land once gold was discovered. Today, the area is made up of 4 parks: Redwood National Park, Prairie Creek Redwood State Park, Del Norte Coast Redwood State Park, and Jedediah Smith Redwood State Park. The 4 parks span across 131,983 acres of Northern California and are jointly managed by the National Park Service and California State Parks.
These trees are massive. We have to do this just to get it in frame.
Yeah, some are close to 200 feet tall, maybe more.
I could have sworn I read 300, so we'll have to do some research. They're huge.
Some of them you can't even see the top.
No.
Which is like mind-boggling.
This is epic. 360
360 of the trees.
Redwood 360. What?
After craning our necks up at tree after tree after tree after tree after tree, we finally made it to Big Tree.
Just a short walk in on the trail, we finally have been greeted by the Big Tree. 286 feet tall and about 24 feet wide. So cool, and it's about 1,500 years old, which is amazing. It's just, this video doesn't do it justice. You just have to come and see it. If you want a good idea of how big these redwoods actually are, here's something to put that into perspective. Here's a fallen one. I'm 6 feet tall, and it's just a little bit shorter than me.
After seeing Big Tree, we continued on the loop trail back to the trailhead. Big Tree also has designated parking if you just want to see the tree and don't have time for a hike. We also heard there were some fallen trees that you could walk through, so we kept our eyes peeled the rest of the way.
If you know me, you know that I really hate nothing more than spiders. And Mike had a really good idea for a shot. And I walked through, he told me stay still and just do the shot. And I walked through a spider web for that shot. So y'all better like this video.
We're in a redwood!
Oh wow, that's cool.
I know there's a couple that you could go inside in this park, but I don't know where they are. They might be on this trail, they might not be, they might be on another trail. So hopefully we see them.
A short walk later, we finally found the fallen trees you could walk through.
Just exited the trail, and just like Disney, you end up at the gift shop. Just kidding, it's the visitor center at Prairie Creek State Park.
We loaded ourselves into the RV and headed to our final stop for the day, Stout Memorial Grove. After a short drive up a dirt road to get to the trailhead, we began our hike to find one of the biggest trees in the park.
Be prepared to have a sore neck when you're visiting Redwood National Park, because you're just going to keep looking up the whole time at these huge trees. Solid.
How old is it?
This one's definitely a couple hundred years old, because just in like that much is like 10 rings. So like in that much, like an inch is 10 rings, so a couple hundred years old, I'd say. You don't realize how big these redwoods are until you see one laying on the side of the trail that fell many years ago. It's just gigantic.
Stout Tree, standing at 325 feet tall, 16.7 feet wide. One of the tallest trees here in Jedediah Smith Redwood State Park. The Stout Grove Trail is just under a mile. It's a 0.7 loop, bringing you to the amazing Stout Tree, located in the Jedediah Smith Redwood State Park, part of the Redwood National and State Parks here in California. The park is made up of 10,000 acres of redwoods right along the stunning Smith River, which we got to see on our way in. So all you have to know about this trail, lots of big trees. Bye, Stout Tree.
Bye.
We'll see ya when we see ya.
We'll see you again soon. Hopefully we'll be back.
Now we gotta make like a tree and split to our campsite.
Yes, we're late.
That was so lame.
No, it was good.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our video. This wraps up our time here in California in Redwoods National and State Parks. If you liked our video, please give us a comment, like, subscribe. It helps our channel way more than you know. And stay tuned because our next video is getting a little coastal. That's me surfing. See you next time.
To Fern Canyon trailhead, you're going to take the Davison Road. On through the water. We're off to see the wizard.
That wasn't graceful at all. Wait.
National
Park.
number 6.
Wait, sorry.
What is it?
National Park. Yeah, you were right.
All right, go ahead.
You're too far away. No, like this way. From me. Yeah. Perfect. Okay,
Hold
ready?
on, I have to sneeze. It's because I didn't wear my sunglasses.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready. Hey, did you come here often?
Oh, only with you.
I like that. It's great.
In Jedediah, part of the Redwoods and Stout Grove is a 1 mile, no it's not, located in the Jedediah Rosewood,
Rosewood.
Jedediah Smith Redwood State Park. Redwoods National, State, National and Forest, getting a little coastal.